Dimitri here, founder of Just Reach Out. Today we're going to look at journalist search and outreach. Now, for this example, we're going to look at a company that is a precious metals dealer. They mainly deal with selling gold and buying gold, right? And that's their interest. That's what they know a lot about. So when we look at our to-do list, our PR action plan in our dashboard, the fourth line down for the main searches is the journalist outreach tool. So we'll put in a term such as buying gold in here, and we'll click search. This is going to go out to Google News, and it's going to find the most recent articles on Google, as well as Bing and other sources in addition to that. Buying gold is a generic term, but this is something that we can look at and figure out if it's a good fit for our expertise. Now, if we wanted to go just CNN.com, or maybe we go Business New York Times or Wall Street Journal, we can specify that and just search those. If we wanted a specific journalist, we can put that journalist's name in the search term. If we wanted to go and look at just French results, or maybe just results coming in from Canada, we can do that as well. We can also type in a very specific location, such as Toronto, Canada, or a geo-region, right? Our goal here is to find a journalist who we want to chat with, right? And then strike up a conversation. So we want to have a favorite, so we'll favorite these folks. Now, you're not going to be pitching one email to maybe 100 at once, right? We want to test what is working and scale from there. We want to go after value, and we want to go after quality and not quantity. So unlike most PR platforms out there, we're not going to do one-to-many approach here. We're going to figure out what is working and repeat that and get 70% open rate together with our team. So our team is always by your side. As you're doing this outreach, you can always chat with us using the chat icon right here. And somebody here always helping you figure out which searches to do, how to do this, and actually do the outreach. So let's pick these two folks. They look really interesting. And let's say we want to do the outreach, right? The first thing that we do is after we open this up is we see the name of the person, and we see their email address in here. You don't have to worry about the email address we have. The email addresses come from public sources, such as their bio page, their social media, and other public sources that we've indexed. Now, if that email address is incorrect for some reason, our system detects that, and it goes to our team who human verifies and changes this email address. So you never worry about if this email address is truly the right one for that journalist, because our team will always self-correct that when that email goes out. And if there's any bounces or issues, you will know about that. You will know that our team has taken priority and taken action and has changed that within 24 hours. You can always open that up in here, and you can report it as invalid if you for some reason believe so, and this will force our team to go at it right here and then, right, and change that email for you. You also get the email, the actual story, which you can go and check out and remember and figure out what is it about. There's a little bit of blurb here about what it was, so that you can reference that as you're starting to write your article. As you can see, your pitch is already including the name and the topics of that article that person has written about. You can browse to different pitches in our platform. We have 5,000 people who are emailing from a platform, so we know a bit about what is getting opens and what is not. And you can have a full edit capabilities on each and every pitch. You can save them as new templates, and you can easily use that template every time that you bring up a pitch. Now, each pitch is somewhat customized, but what our engine here is going to have to warn you to do is to personalize it even more. It's going to warn you to make sure that you stay within the bounds of best practices of saying 40 to 60 characters for your subject line, which is, by the way, the most important part of pitching press, right, is that subject line. It's going to warn you to stay short and to the point, value added inside the pitch. And of course, it's going to warn you to add scheduled follow-ups, because that's the number one thing that everybody forgets to do, where you get most of the responses from. Each follow-up is automatically added and is sent only if this condition is met, not replied, not read, or regardless. And this is something that everybody needs to do when they do the outreach, and everybody forgets to do. Once you've done the outreach, once you're ready with everything and you've sort of hit the send email pitch, you can easily see all your outreach in your campaigns dashboard. Now, your campaigns dashboard, a campaign is an effort or a client. On my part, it's right in this account is guest posting, backlinks, and product launch. But it could be client number 1, client number 2, client number 3. You can see the overall sends and opens and responses for each campaign. And you can see how it matches up across the actual benchmarks for our customers across the entire platform. Now, right now, for the last month, 52% open rate across all the emails that are being sent. That's pretty good, but it's usually pretty low for us. 50 to 70% across all emails being sent through our platform typically get opens. And 12 to 20% across all our platform get responses. And that's something that you should be stacking yourself against, right? As you're doing the pitching and figuring out, hey, am I doing well or should I improve this, right? And so this is a dashboard that allows you to see which emails you've sent and how you're doing. You can see which ones have been scheduled, which ones were delivered, which ones were open, which ones gotten a response. You can filter by the users on your account. You can have different team members who are emailing, and you can see what each team member is doing, how well their outreach is going. And you can, of course, filter by campaigns and different tags as well. You can add different tags to these campaigns depending on how you want to organize your outreach. So this, in a nutshell, is the outreach engine and the discovery and search engine as well for journalists. Most of your journalists do sit inside your favorites list, which contains all the folks that you've saved over your research. And this favorites list constantly will be updated as to once you've pitched versus not. And so you can always see where those folks are which you haven't pitched already. You can add tags and sort of slice and dice from here as well. This is your research. This is where everybody will sit until you email them and pitch them, and then you'll go to the pitch ones to see all the pitch ones as well. So that's the Just Reach Out journalist outreach. Any questions, let us know.